Welcome back to Dark Corner's Physical Media. We're looking at a new Blu-ray release from Australian boutique label Imprint of one of the most controversial films of the 1990s, Man Bites Dog. Opening with a murder, the film quickly establishes its premise as killer Benoit explains the basics of body disposal to a film crew making a low-budget documentary.
Je viens de terminer de lester le cœur, tu vois.
The three-person crew follows Benoit as he goes about his work. I say work, and Benoit treats this as a job, but he is not a hitman or what we would traditionally think of as a serial killer, though that's probably the only term that could apply. This is at once something Benoit is compelled to do, though he probably doesn't see it that way, something he enjoys, and a living.
Bingo! Hopla!
And there is a weird sense from everyone of, well, someone's got to do it.
Non, bah, je m'occupe pas de ça du professionnel.
That's because this isn't a thriller or a gritty portrait of urban life, it's a dark comedy.
Tu vois, généralement, au début de mois, je me paye un petit facture. Hein?
A satire of violence on film and, looking at it from a 21st century perspective, it seems too like a commentary on celebrity culture, reality TV and so on.
Il se croit tout permis, ces gens.
Though that's perhaps something I'm inflicting on it retrospectively.
Mets ton micro là.
The vast amount of the screen time is devoted to Benoit, a curious combination of annoying and needy, yet scary.
À la mer! Allez, je vous invite tous à la mer.
Seldom off screen and constantly talking, even reciting his own poetry.
Pigeon. Oiseau à la grise robe. Dans l'enfer des villes.
But the narrative rests more with the crew as they become complicit.
Serre-toi, hein.
Increasingly so as the film progresses, raising the question of whether they are drawn into Benoit's nihilistic, apparently consequence-free existence, or if they are scared of saying no to a homicidal sociopath.
Mais là, je trouve que c'était toi qui aurais dû intervenir.
This genuinely interesting question and the dark comedy are why the film works for some. They make it more than a catalogue of increasing brutality. And while I fall mostly into the former camp, I did find the film's most controversial scene unnecessary in its gratuitous nastiness.
Moi, je suis pas un fou non plus.
The Blu-ray commentary by film historian and Eurocult expert Sam Deegan mounts an impressive and hugely knowledgeable defence, reminding us this is a dark comedy even at its most graphic. Also touching on behind-the-scenes snippets. Benoit's parents are played by the actual parents of actor Benoit Poulvord, who were under the impression that this was a real documentary about their son. Deegan also puts the film in the context of what came before, Cannibal Holocaust, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and what came after, Natural Born Killers, Tarantino is a real champion of Man Bites Dog, and The Blair Witch Project, because this is a found footage film, as covered in a really interesting documentary by Sarah Appleton, Man with a Movie Camera, the found footage legacy of Man Bites Dog. There's also 30 minutes of deleted and alternative scenes and short film No C4 for Daniel Daniel by the same trio of Remy Belvaux, André Bonzel and Poulvord. Since its release, Man Bites Dog has been equalled and exceeded in its extremity by other films, but seldom in its execution. The mockumentary conceit and genuine humour alongside the monstrous Benoit, a far more complex creation than he might have been, really do nail the premise and the message.
Hein? Alors que le fléau de notre société, et tout le monde s'accorde à le dire, est la violence?
It's a tremendous piece of filmmaking, which doesn't mean you will enjoy it. But the extras really do add to it, doing more than celebrating and educating. They actually make you think more about the film, and, on a personal note, have encouraged us to seek out more of Sam Deegan's work. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. What are your thoughts on this controversial award winner? Let us know in the comments below.